There exists a select group of individuals who hold such profound knowledge that it seems almost supernatural. This group is part of the 33rd degree of Freemasonry and possesses a level of wisdom that many hear of, but very few achieve. Imagine for a moment having access to secrets kept for centuries, knowledge that has shaped leaders and influenced the history of humanity in ways we can barely begin to understand. What's most astonishing is that these secrets aren't locked away in some inaccessible place, but perhaps hidden in plain sight, waiting for those bold enough to seek them out. This isn't just an invitation to explore the quiet hallways of history. It's a challenge to test how far you would go to unravel the mysteries of power, wisdom, and success. For centuries, Freemasonry has been a beacon for truth seekers, housing among its members individuals who have left profound marks on the world as we know it today. But what makes the 33rd degree so coveted, so mysterious, so powerful? And more importantly, how can the teachings and practices reserved for these few chosen ones influence your life today? Prepare to embark on a journey towards a deep understanding of what it truly means to be a bearer of light in the purest Masonic essence. Uncover with us the secrets of Freemasonry and understand how to reach a level of wisdom and influence that most dare not even dream of. The secret of Masonry, like the secret of life, can be known only by those who seek it, serve it, live it. It cannot be uttered. It can only be felt and acted. The path suggested by brotherhoods and orders such as Freemasonry and the Rosicrucian invites us to a deep immersion in the universal laws and the mysteries of nature. It encourages diligent study and understanding of hidden teachings, promising to the dedicated not just knowledge, but the ability to harmonize with cosmic forces. This harmony brings with it a transformative power, a silent guest that accompanies the practitioner in all settings, inspiring actions, decisions, and above all, a state of continuous well-being. For individuals who reach this level of attunement, whether in the professional, personal, or spiritual sphere, the laws of existence are no longer merely observations, but become tools for conscious creation. Success and happiness, then, are not products of chance, but the results of dynamic and intentional interaction with the universe. The message conveyed to its members is clear. True brilliance emanates from the recognition and conscious use of one's latent abilities. Mastering psychic and subconscious energies, understanding cosmic laws, and applying this knowledge allows ascending to new levels of influence and achievement. The path of Freemasonry is an invitation to transformation, to mastering the internal and external forces that shape our reality. Through study, meditation, and practice, the portals of enlightenment are unveiled, opening pathways to the full exercise of human potential. This process demands dedication, but promises its practitioners an enriching journey toward self-knowledge, personal power, and spiritual fulfillment. In the journey of life, the quest for true purpose emerges as a common longing among many, while a segment of people seems to drift through days indifferent to this search. Content with the worldview presented to them from an early age, these individuals move forward, imprisoned by old convictions, resistant to evolution and personal transformation. For them, the essence of life remains unchanged, a reflection of ingrained beliefs and attitudes without the impulse to question or change. Indifference to growth and the new is their hallmark, revealing a veiled fear of change, whether internal or external. On the other hand, life's events, whether good or bad, do not come to us by chance. They are not mere products of error or coincidence. Each occurrence carries within it a purpose, a lesson to be deciphered, even though it often eludes us. Reality, often perceived as a series of accidents, is in fact something finely interwoven by greater forces, guiding destinies beyond our immediate reach. This understanding eludes those whose minds have been conditioned to accept adversity as an inevitable part of existence, downplaying the importance and deeper meaning of the challenges faced. Such a mindset leads us unknowingly into a continuous cycle of misfortune, for we fail to recognize the divine hand orchestrating life's events in moments of joy or pain alike. We believe we are in control of our lives, and to some extent we are, but the outcome of our journey is influenced by forces that transcend our immediate understanding. To illustrate this perspective, there's an example that sheds light on the complex relationship between our control over life and the influence of entities or energies that operate beyond our direct sight. In our three-dimensional world lies a little explored aspect of human existence, a vastness that transcends the boundaries of the physical to enter the spiritual realm. This space, invisible to our physical eyes, is where our multidimensional essence manifests, revealing that our existence is not limited to what is tangible. When we dive into the world of dreams, we embark on an adventure that spiritualists call astral projection or ascension. During sleep, our subconscious mind awakens, ascending to higher dimensions, while the body rests in the physical world. The key to exploring these dimensions and communicating with beings of light, such as angels, lies in the deep connection with our inner voice and trust in our power and courage. Eliminating fear is essential for this journey, as it only obstructs our ability to perceive and interact with the divine. Intuition and feelings are compasses that guide us. The presence of an angel brings peace and a sense of warmth, while fear and confusion signal negative influences. Prayer emerges as a powerful tool, not just as an act of faith, but as a shield against the adversities of the contemporary world, marked by its complexity and challenges. The early morning hours, especially between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., are a time of great spiritual power, a sacred hour for prayer and communication with the divine, protecting us against hidden forces. The connection with our guardian angel is a reminder of the constant protection and guidance available to us. Through prayer, we establish a direct channel with the divine, allowing our angels to act on our behalf, bringing our requests to the heavens. Spirituality, divided between light and darkness, offers us a path to follow. Choosing to walk in the light, worshipping God in truth and spirit, is a call to all, regardless of whether we are chosen for great missions or not. The sacred scriptures of different religions tell us stories that remind us that our divine purpose is inevitable, and it is impossible to escape our spiritual destiny. In contrast, those who stray, seeking satisfaction in the illusions of power and material pleasure, find themselves on a dark journey where eternal losses overshadow momentary gains. True spirituality involves exchanges, transformations, and constant evolutions, a dynamic of giving and receiving, dying and rebirthing, where the greater purpose is always to serve humanity and the divine. We are beings of infinite possibilities, called to navigate between dimensions, consciously choosing our path in the vastness of the spiritual universe. Through introspection, prayer, and faith, we can transcend the limitations of the physical, embracing our true nature as beings of light, destined to fulfill a greater purpose, guided by divinity and protected by our angels. The essence of what makes certain groups and individuals remarkably influential throughout history is the mastery of a powerful secret. They understand the universal laws that orchestrate success, power, and abundance. When these secrets are skillfully utilized, they unlock unprecedented power and influence. What truly sets these groups apart is their ability to wield ancient wisdom and fundamental principles of the universe, often overlooked by the majority, without recognizing the transformative impact they could have on their lives. These secrets, which are true master keys to unlocking human potential, allow us to achieve remarkable feats and even alter the course of history. If we also learn to access and apply this magic that notable historical figures used to sculpt their destinies, we can aspire to any kind of greatness we desire in our lives. These principles are not hidden in some vault, but woven into the very fabric of the universe, waiting to be discovered and used with intention and purpose. However, the true mastery of how to employ these universal secrets for our benefit remains a mystery to many. The issue isn't just knowing about the existence of these laws, it's understanding how they interweave and how to apply them effectively, aligning them with our ambitions. In his work, The Secret Teachings of All Ages, Manly Palmer Hall, a 33rd degree Freemason, author and mystic, shared several of these principles, philosophies, and mystical traditions of secret societies around the world, discussing universal truths that are the foundation of human spiritual knowledge. Hall introduces us to the correlation between Hermeticism, its interpretation, and its application by secret societies, unveiling secrets that were until then guarded behind closed doors by these organizations. He demonstrates how these groups use this knowledge to intentionally and precisely shape reality, enabling them to harness the innate power for personal transformation, success, and prosperity that every human being has at their disposal. Health, prosperity, and happiness are divine gifts to humanity, gifts that, by nature, should be received with gratitude and openness. However, we often fail to recognize and accept these gifts. From birth, health is our most natural state, a gift that flows from universal energies and is guaranteed when we live in harmony with nature's guidelines. Prosperity, in turn, is not just a coincidence, but a reflection of harmony with the ethical and spiritual laws that govern the cosmos. Created in the image of God, with abilities to perceive, retain, and reconstruct, human beings have the power to create prosperous realities. However, only nature seems to fully enjoy this abundance, as it is aligned with the universal creative principle. Man, despite being the noblest of creations, often distances himself from his natural riches by not living in accordance with the laws that govern creation, mastery, attraction, and retention. Prosperity arises from attraction and scarcity, from rejection and denial. A person is a reflection of their thoughts and attracts into their life what those thoughts emit. Struggling hard to achieve desires can be ineffective if we do not understand and apply the laws of attraction. Earning something through hard work, dignity, sincerity, kindness, or altruism is only the initial step. The true secret lies in actively attracting what we desire, allowing our inner self to manifest and guide the outer self. Just as a flower leans towards the sun to absorb more light, and just as a pansy stands out to capture the admiration of passers-by, we must allow our inner essence, our mind and heart, to rise and attract to us the abundance of life, the riches of existence. Having material prosperity, happiness, health, the ability to lead, control, and shape reality, as well as to realize dreams and overcome adversities, are divine rights of the human being. Ignorance of the universal laws and adherence to limiting beliefs are the true barriers that prevent achieving full prosperity in all aspects of life. But how did these historical figures utilize this knowledge? Through a 5-step fundamental process. 1. Establishing clear and conscious intentions. 2. Visualizing these intentions as already existing realities. 3. Adopting thoughts, words, and actions as if these desires were reality. 4. Acting inspiringly, following intuitions that direct to make these desires tangible. 5. allowing the simplicity of the universal principle, the all is mind, the universe is mental, to work in your favor, aligning with it to manifest the desired outcomes. When we align with the essence of these Hermetic principles, we discover the ease with which we can create the outcomes we most desire. Our role in this plane of existence is to set our intentions clearly, and the universe will take care of the how and when, revealing to us the great and true power of aligning our desires with the universal mind. Recognizing that we deserve these divine gifts and learning to live in harmony with the universe's laws, we can unlock the path to a life full of health, prosperity, and happiness. This is the true wisdom offered to us, a wisdom that, when embraced, can radically transform our existence. If this video made sense to you, write in the comments, "It makes sense to me." Remember to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive all the latest wisdom.